face on and make your smart
Do the
power
pose, do the pose.
Let's do the pose.
Oh, I wish Glad did it.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go. Oh, no.
Come on. It's a classic O-head pose. So,
Come on.
Is no one willing to take the challenge?
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
That's good. That's good.
It's from Aurora's side.
You just keep the tip of your finger right under your nose.
Shush the haters.
Yeah.
Shush the doubters, boys and girls. Come on.
Okay. Oh, he had to take off his glasses, so it's more accurate. Okay.
That's right. O-head doesn't have glasses.
Okay, I think this is a face-off. This is gonna be a face. Oh!
Oh, wow. That's how you do it. They're trying to...
I like it. Okay.
They're trying to style their hairs.
So every time it pans to the other, they'll be fixing their hair first and then redoing the entire thing. But okay, congratulations, sir.
Okay.
You are unfortunate.
Can he win too?
You win.
Can they both win? Please, Smart.
Everyone thinks you're still a winner.
Yeah, we're all winners here with experiencing such a beautiful match like this. And again, highest tier MLBB action, I think.
Yeah.
So
I mean, look at that. How often do you see the top one team forced to draft a lot more differently than they usually do?
This is completely different Aurora, honestly, that we're seeing.
I don't know where to start, Brie, honestly. I could feel how Coach RC is also like really mad.
Yeah. So
he said it, right?
He said it yesterday.
Yesterday, and in another interview that he blames himself.
I think for game one.
Yeah.
Sorry, for day one.
Day one.
Where they lost.
Yeah, they lost their match against Falcons before their rematch during day one of the play-ins, and he says he blames himself because he wasn't there, or like he wasn't able to help because again he had to recover.
Yeah.
So now look at him. Look at Coach RC now.
He's on fire. And for Aurora, I feel like, come on, we need. Should we go back to basics here? Like master the basics?
I hope so. I hope so.
Is that the call? Come on, we need something like that to happen because right now it feels like we are hemorrhaging wins. We're hemorrhaging gold here for the Aurora side.
Yeah. Fundamentals were always what we were looking forward to see in Aurora's playstyle, and how clean their execution is of these fundamentals.
Yeah.
They're a team you always want to look forward to seeing or to look up to when you want to like double check on how you're doing your fundamentals.
They're like the baseline.
They're the baseline.
Yeah.
And it's a bit too clean. It's unbelievably clean. So now I feel like everyone's really confused as to what's happening.
What's going on, man?
What's going on? But it's nothing that they can't recover from. We've seen this time and time again. Aurora, if there's one thing that they've learned throughout time, definitely it's to adapt.
That's
a
right.
lot more better in situations like this.
Adaptability is something that we've seen Mr. Consistent go through as well. So I don't doubt it's gonna happen, or it can happen. Question is when. But before that, let's throw it over to an M7 Spotlight video with Kyrie.
Me and the team are doing good in scrims and practice, and hopefully we can play the same in the tournament. Don't forget to support us and watch us guys on this upcoming playoffs, and hopefully we can qualify for M7 and see you there.
Aw, thank you, Kyrie.
Did you hear the squeals in the arena?
I think some people are fainting after seeing Kyrie there. But yeah, I'm kidding. No, they're not. But they're close to.
I heard so many screams and squeals, and
Kyrie looks good.
yeah.
His hair is pretty good.
I can't even recall the last time I heard him speak in Filipino.
Anymore. We miss you, Kyrie. We miss you, brother. And here's a golden Sammy we're talking about here. They're looking for that back-to-back championship. Season 15, Season 16, can it happen?
Ooh.
They already won MSC. They already won Season 15. If they win Season 16, M7 is the only one missing.
Oh my goodness. It was something that we once thought was so impossible.
It feels like a fever dream.
Yeah, just because of how competitive every single season develops into, and like even when you step foot into Worlds, there are just other regions constantly stepping up too.
Exactly, not just the season, not just Philippines, right? It all over the world. In Indonesia right now, Onyx feels unstoppable. Onyx feels very strong. SRG all the way in Malaysia. Also, I think they're undefeated so far in the season.
Yeah.
So what is up? Everyone in the chat knows this, especially our international viewers. They're the one who loves watching the other regions as well. Everyone's going crazy right now, and the Golden Road feels impossible. But Tlph is starting to do it.
Yeah, we have Liquid. So there's two things that Liquid might actually accomplish if they do secure the championship for this season. For now, it's being the third team to get a back-to-back, and it's being one step closer to finally achieving the Golden Road.
But speaking of close, Bree, can anyone be more close than these two, Edward and Ohem? It's really spine-tingling seeing them together in so many pictures, especially in these ones in the background when they're so young.
Yeah.
Look at these baby faces right there.
Look at their face masks.
Oh,
and look at their hairstyles.
Their hairstyles evolving throughout the years as
Look at their headbands. Look at their jerseys. We've seen all versions of it where they were in a single team. So if you were to throw back to, I think, a lot of people's favorite era, the Age of the Crown.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very iconic duo that you're seeing too in both Edward and Oheb. So sometimes when you think about it, it's a bit too unreal that it's been so long since we last saw them play together.
And it's now even more unreal to see them beating each other up on the stage. Not literally, but in the game. You know what I mean, guys? Come on.
Yeah, of course. What else could we mean?
It's just so poetic. At the same time, it really just hits at your heartstrings, man. But for that matchup that we are looking for the longest time, Demon Kite, Carl Tizzy, I gotta say, the stats are really skewing towards the face of MLBB, at least in this specific one.
Yeah, I think also up there you could put Zaida.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I agree, Brie.
If not, I think he has first for some of these, or no, I think it's majority in Carl's hands too. Like Carl, maybe you could say because he's played a lot more games. I think that's almost double the games that Demon Kite played in the playoffs. But also, it's something. It's one thing to be this consistent in all of these games.
And across all of these stats as well, like DPM, average kills, GPM, you're getting ahead of most of the junglers. It's scary to think that Carl Tizzy is doing this as well with mostly utility. Mostly utility. So it's insane. At the same time, it's also kind of maybe painting a picture of what our metagame in the jungle currently looks like.
It's great though that both of these junglers we're seeing in our screen or in front of our screens are junglers who can work with either of the two jungle types that exist now or that you most probably have to familiarize yourself with, so you could really play the current metagame, because you can't be restricted. Like now that we're in this patch, you can't stick with just like all utility throughout or
you can't
all
be
assassin. You can't be like that. And so it really favors teams who have learned how to adjust and explore a bit more. We were so used to only sticking to one, and now it's so nice to see that we are open to both.
That's right. And at the same time, we've also seen teams who have failed to adapt to what the meta is in the jungle that they've already faltered. They've already fallen here in the MPL Philippines Season 16 playoffs. So either way, I still want to see that Fredrin contested. I think you guys want
Yes, of course.
I know you guys want to see the Carl Tizzy Lancelot. We're all in this together. Trust me, chat, we know.
Yeah, so now that I think about it, so
and the Hayabusa as well, right?
Liquid's successful in first picking the Fredrin over the Harith. And isn't that like Doming's first or maybe even second loss
Probably.
on the
yes.
Harriet this season.
It's insane. It's one of his best heroes. It's one of Dolmenkite's best heroes, and it suffered that fate. It is scary to think what kind of strategizing that Team Liquid is doing right now behind the scenes to make sure that their best picks, that the best picks here for Aurora are basically getting nerfed.
Okay, there probably is a lot going in the minds of MTB, Dexstar, and the whole Aurora.
Yeah,
Because we're heading into the draft very, very soon. I know you could see them right behind us.
they're getting ready.
And that's the first step if they want to even things out or catch up to Liquid standing currently in this finals, because they're just 2 more wins away. Can you believe that? I do not want to see a sweep.
Please no. I do not. We booked our hotels for the long haul. We went to our Go hotels. We said, you know what? I feel like we're gonna be in for until later tonight.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna book. We're not gonna check out quite yet.
I had a hard time going to sleep last night.
So please, you're getting like overthinking. Like,
Yeah,
how
because I'm
long
just
it's
so
gonna be.
excited about all this. I'm expecting we'll go all the way, but everything was really comfortable, by the way.
Oh yeah.
But I've prepared myself mentally for a very long series.
That's right. You've even bought like what do you call that? Where is it? Bring it up.
I brought a
Where
blanket.
is your blanket?
It's a
Brigida actually prepared the blanket.
It's not. I didn't buy it though, but someone
gave it.
Someone gave it.
So thank you.
I would like to thank whoever gave me
That's right.
this.
Look at this.
Where's
Look at
the
this.
head?
I just want to say it looks cool.
Whoever gave me this minion.
Aside from their 1v1 playoffs history, by the way, where Demon Kite is all obviously a bit behind. Look at that. Look at Brigida's blanket.
Look at this. Oh my goodness.
The Demon Kite has been able to catch up in their matchup in season 14.
Yeah, season 14. But it's just in season 14.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, Demon Kite's always like losing. I was trying to look for a different term, but
There's just no other way around it.
There's no other way
They
around it.
lost.
This is
All
what
right, he
like the
lost.
stats show us. Carl TZ always gets the upper hand against Demon Kite, and it's always like a 1-3 or a 0-3 to make things a bit worse.
Yes, so it's been a bit of a stomp for the most part for the Carl TZ. He's the
Yeah.
face of MLBB for a reason. And I think that reason is very optimal, or very apparent here in Game 1 and Game 2 as well.
If only you could put regular season records here too, but you can't.
Can't we?
These are just playoffs.
Come on.
These are just playoffs records.
Yeah, this is playoffs.
So that's why they're all favoring Carl. And how devastating is that going to be for Demon Kite if they meet the same fate?
Again?
Again!
Then maybe they need a duel or a
Wow.
rematch.
Someone bought the Aurora thingy.
Aurora thingy, the robe.
Oh yeah, the robe.
The robe. In the mountains.
In the mountains.
The robe in the mountains. The Zen. I'm not gonna say that on podcast. Come on, dude. Look at the Immortal Cup. Man.
Yeah, it's so nice. Oh my goodness, we're so close to seeing the next draft and Aurora back to first pick.
Okay, they're on blue side. 76% win rate on that side for Aurora here, or I think overall. And yeah, so get your blankets ready. I hope. Which Brigida is doing right now off cam. She is very obsessed with this blanket.
I am obsessed with this minion blanket.
It's nice. It's a minions. So
Okay.
So we are going in this one. It looks like a very tense moment, at least for Aurora. Look at the body language here for Team Liquid. They seem I saw Carl TZ yawn there a little bit.
What?
not gonna
Carl,
lie.
don't!
Not gonna lie. I hope the fire is still there. Get into the countdown here for the drafting phase of game number 3 between Team Liquid Philippines and Aurora Gaming. So we're looking for the first bans later on, but first let's look at the map draw. It will be crucial. It will also kind of dictate, depending, sometimes it dictates the speed on which we will make ganks happen.
Again.
The rotations around expanding rivers, but it will be dangerous grass for game number 3.
Oh yeah, it's different. We've had 3 different maps so far.
Ooh, the randomizer is doing its
Is
thing.
randomizing today.
It's randomizing today. Good job, randomizer.
Okay. Why am I getting a feeling that they're not really taking out the Harith anymore? Not unless Aurora wants to do that.
Yeah, I think so. I think we can definitely safe to say that either teams can actually pull off the Harith at this point. So leaving it open doesn't feel as bad compared to like some regular season or even some earlier playoffs games.
Yeah. Okay, Hilda gets respected though.
Hilda does get a lot of respect as well.
Yeah.
So
And JP, yeah.
good
game
job,
number 2.
JP.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
good job, Daddy JP.
So maybe Aurora might be a bit more open to an assassin jungler,
Yeah.
but it depends if they get the Fredrin first pick again. It's been the trend for the past 2 games, always been the Fredrin prioritized in blue. But Liquid,
Call me a hero.
they seem to have found a way around it, so they change things up.
All right, that's
Wait,
a little different
Yeah,
here.
this is the first time Isushin's been open for the series.
Wow, okay. So this might be something different for Aurora. This might speed up their mid-game tempo with this pick. Now, then again, we're looking for its matchup, its win rate against the Fredrin. I would say can be pretty close.
Yeah, so is Liquid considering still a Fredrin because there are other junglers option. I think that's why they delayed for Red 3 first. The God of Harith, as expected, will be the response. It's it's impossible for you not to get the Harith when you're in red side and it's still available at this point. So Granger, I think this is gonna be very consistent for Aurora. They have to secure Doming's hero in the first phase, especially now that it's been a Harith Granger matchup always. So this is gonna be the difference.
I think this core lineup here for Aurora is already fine, especially with a high loss in tow. I think Alice would be a very good pick for Aurora, just to make sure that this YSS and Granger can kind of maneuver around it. You can also kind of just solidify someone with, because it's physical damage, jungle with physical damage, gold laner. So I think you want to go magic on your. If you don't want to go bombing on the mage, maybe you want to go and get that Alice. But Hayabusa on Carl TZ, we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
This is a good switch up, and they're not getting stuck in a pattern,
Yeah.
which is good.
Really good. From a Baksha to a Fredrin to a Hayabusa.
He's doing everything.
Carl's been doing everything. He's been getting majority of those really good meta picks that are not usually all open.
I am not the only
So it's really surprising that it gets open.
It's excellent, actually.
Yeah. So the Farsa's still available too. I think it's
Eve-
gonna suit the Liquid lineup a lot.
Yeah, the Eve can also work for Aurora this time around, so maybe they might consider picking that up.
So, if Liquid wants, they could just ban the Eve and then get the Farsa, so there won't be any matchup. But Aurora take it out themselves.
Okay. All right. So obviously it's gonna be a lot of mages probably on the docket here. I think Valentina is one of the picks that has not been mentioned a lot,
No.
but could probably make it to Tlph depending on how they want to use it. I don't like it just for the glorious pathway, but I'm thinking ahead for Aurora's mage pick here.
Yeah, I think it's also a lot more frequently coming out when there's a Grok on the other side, or when there's that really good big ticket ult that you want for yourself. But currently, it's the glorious pathway, and I think that's also really helpful if you're Liquid. But they take the Novaria out again.
Okay. So the mid matchup obviously is gonna be. We might start seeing a bit of a different mid lane matchup here.
What was Sanji on during game 1?
Wasn't that the Eve?
But now it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone now. So it might maybe another mid control mage. Selena is not out of the question here, I think.
That's what I was thinking, because it's always the matchup whenever the Novaria comes out to counter the Selena, but not to counter. It's just to match the Selena. But Lunox gets taken out as well. It feels so. It feels like it was just yesterday, but okay.
Oh my God, what happened to Lunox? Lunox, come on.
What happened to Lunox Kimmy? Like they were.
Lunox, Kimmy.
They're
what's
not
up?
being.
Not even getting banned.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Lunox got banned here by Aurora.
So Farsa or Kimmy might be coming in later for both Sanji and Yue.
Aurora needs big magic damage here. They need big magic damage, lest they be armored out by TLPH.
I don't think the Kimmy's a bad idea.
It is true. It is a really good. If you're looking for big magic damage, that's it. But at the same time, it might be.
There's a Haya Lapu. Yeah.
And the gold is gonna be eaten up by the YSS and the Granger, so you will lose out on some gold.
But you can't go Sicilian here either.
Yes, I do not want a Sicilian here. There's the Alice. I knew it was coming. But who's the mage? Selena. All right.
Okay. So what's left for Sanji is like the Farsa.
Farsa.
Yeah, we did say the Farsa Selena are like the options left for both.
Maybe a
of these.
Lilia. Farsa it is. All right, there you go. All right, so despite what our fears earlier, Brigid, I think we kind of predicted that draft pretty well.
Yeah.
So good job up here. There you go. High
The
five.
options were out there.
The options were out there. That's good. So we're not so far out of the meta yet.
Not yet, especially in this game.
That's right.
We're not seeing any Barretts or anything, and we're back to the Yi Sun Shins, Hayabusas.
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy.
I like it.
I think the way the momentum's going, though, this is a very comfortable lineup that Liquid has secured for themselves. Aurora can play this just as aggressively, but after some time.
Yeah, let's see if Aurora can buy some time here in game number 3. Don't forget, it's already 2-0 for the Stampeding Cavalry. Throw it over to our casters to bring us the game.
Right now, this is about the most looking Season 16 draft we've seen on both sides. We're back to those YSS Hayabusa matchup. We've got marquee picks on both sides, but is this going to be enough for Aurora to finally get a point in the series? It's a best of 7 right now, facing 0-2 against Team Liquid Philippines.
Yeah, so when I first saw the 3 picks, blue side of Aurora, I liked it. You cannot go wrong with those first 3 picks, no matter what you slot in for blue 4 and blue 5. Then you see the Selena. I am partial to the thought that this is very flippy if you're playing around a Selena like this, especially when you see the Gatakacha and the Farsa on the other side, the fact that you're playing up against a Lapu Lapu, but then it was paired up with an Alice. So Aurora are now going to be playing a lot of dive, playing around that Granger and the YSS, but then you're up against a Hayabusa on the other side that now very coin flippy to see which team's actually going to take this.
What I'm looking for is Aurora's box control. Wolf has been speaking ad nauseum about boxes, and in game 1 and 2, that's been one of their major problems. Given we haven't really talked about it during the game, I'm pretty sure it was alluded to by our esteemed panel, Rockhart and Brigida, but that's what I'm looking for. They have a high loss that should help, and I think that's key to them recovering. Again, fixing that 2-0 problem.
The only box I feel like really that we've talked about was when the Eve was picked up, and now a couple times, you know, it's either been picked up or it's been banned at this point. But, you know, when you look at Aurora and their chance to set up a box, it's kind of weird the way it's going to work, because anytime we see the Alice drafted in, we know that that's a big component to kind of zoning out the opposing team, and that's going to happen to TLPH. Oh, whoa. Oheb and Dominkite, by the way, going through this. Sanford will have to burn the flicker, so he doesn't have that. But Carl TZ joins too. Turtle's up though, so they're going to go and start this up.
Wow.
JP holding down the front. He gets Dominkite really low here.
Houston Shin, Mountain Shocker. They're going to try to pull a Hail Mary here. Sanky with the feathered airstrike, zoning out Aurora. JP very low, survives via the Revitalize. Gets drawn first blood on by Edward.
Oh, Edward, he goes down. Shadow kill going to be used. Carl picks up 1.
It's all Liquid, man.
Wow, I feel bad for Demon Guy. That's like 3 games now where JP's just been man-marking him. JP fell, yes, and that was a great entry with the Gleam and the Throne of Ruin by Edward. But in the end, Liquid held on. JP got back in time to pop up the Revitalize and help Liquid stay strong up against the entry of the Alice. Sanji.
Like from Sanji, forcing a flicker from you. Ooh.
There's a reason why he keeps picking this up.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, Dominkite has to burn the flicker too. A whole lot of resources being used up on some of these small little fights happening across the map.
2 ults for a flicker. 2 minutes versus what, 30 to 40 seconds.
alongside JP, Sanji's been on point this whole series as well. Looking at the items, slight, no clear obvious lead, maybe between the two junglers. Getting a little bit bigger now, but we still are in the earlier portions of the game. If JP and Sanji can link up again one more time to set things up for Tlph, Turtle 2 should be good for them. While Aurora, now I like their rotation. They're going for the Doming double, sending him to the mid lane. They have 3 bodies on him to help him out, get a little bit more farm. And now I like this acceptance by Aurora that they really have to start speeding up the farm for their Granger.
Yeah, I talk a lot too about Demon Kite and how impressive he's been throughout Season 16 in general, but I feel like he's going to have to be the one to step up too, and then a lot of these objectives in the early game and then even later on in the Lords.
Oh my God.
He has to get the retributions off. He has to be able to get the secure in. But again, that's easier said than done, especially when you're zoned out by Tlph, who has solidified that strategy of fighting around that box, fighting around that zone. And who are they going to go for? Sanford, who's confident enough to 1v2?
Answers back after receiving a face full of Mount Chakra to the face. No ult for Demon Kite, so Liquid have all the incentive in the world to just sandbag into this turtle. That's 2 for 2 now for the Cavalry.
Yep, there's a jump. They go in and they're able to lock down.
Force taking down Demon Kite. He thought he was safe for the orange, but it was just but a bait. Glory's pathway by Light to get on out there, and Liquid have successfully invaded. Lights down! 40 gets him! The Apex Predator strikes again with a flicker! Bravest fighter, Carl freaking Teasy!
This is the stampede that we've seen time and time again from Team Liquid.
Liquid, no. Liquid feel it. You've seen the intensity that they've shown. Every winning moment that they
serves up a kill to Sanji. Call easy. Want to take down Light, and he does! He does! Roast Centaur, anybody? 2 free kills for Cavalry.
This is the Golden Stampede. They know. They've outwardly said they don't want to think about winning M7. They don't want to think about that just yet because there seems to be a curse. But it looks like they are hell-bent and holding on to that. Everything perfect. JP helping serve up that kill to Sanji. The prediction of Sanji to put down the feathered airstrike to the path of where Demon Kite was going out instead of trying to go for Demon Kite correctly. And the timing of Carl Teasy to conserve the shadow out at the very last second.
There's just something about it. Third turtle's up. Sanford's going to jump in. He's zoning them out. Gets the turtle.
3 for 3. Feathered airstrike has already wreaked havoc. And the shadow kill go into the back. Light falls. No front.
All the way from the beginning and all the way up to now.
Is within fingers reach.
It's all falling apart for Aurora, all the way from the beginning and all the way up to now.
Liquid are relentless, and Aurora are helpless. They can't find anything. There's always something Liquid's throwing at them.
Throw an arrow at
Throw an
JP.
arrow.
That looks so desperate, bro.
And JP just accepts it with a smile on his face.
Again, if you're Aurora here, you're sitting here thinking, how do we even get a win in our favor when everyone on the team can't even get close enough? They've always been just reacting to what Team Liquid Philippines has been thrown at them. That's the difficult part, and that's been the story from game 1 to now, game 3.
Rampage!
Oh, they don't have any minions here. They could be trapped in. They have to get out. Oheb's gonna force a fight.
Not Oheb!
Gonna force a fight.
Not Oheb! You can't tell him what to do, dropping that Salmon.
Oh.
He gets shut down, takes too many a turret hit.
Messy and greedy there for Oheb, but Liquid, they are still in the lead. But they cannot afford a lot of that. They still have a Lord crashing in though. Edward's Throne of Ruin earlier, only for, wait, Bissell. Arrow lands.
Feather there, strike the answer by Sanji, allowing the Lord to get a few more free hits in. Aurora gonna stop Liquid from coming in.
Ooh, it's like you said, Renmar earlier, back in game 1 and even in game 2. If Tlph has the lead, they like to play a little risky. Towards the base to at least continue to put the limit on Aurora, and that's what they've been doing. So they get some of the Holy Shields down to work with. They still maintain a big, healthy lead, 7,000 up.
Yep.
And the items are all coming into place.
Yeah, almost 2,000 gold lead there for Tlph's Hayabusa. 1,000. That's the saving grace right now for Aurora. The fact that Dominkite has been getting farm. He hasn't died yet. Already up to a Malefic Roar. He has his core 3 items. But the problem is every other member of Aurora is who's struggling. Yue barely has items in. And even though you don't need that much items, you just land that Abyssal Arrow. It would be great to have a little bit more follow-up, which Aurora does not have enough of at this point.
You know what else Aurora doesn't have enough of?
What's that?
Time.
Oh.
They need so much farm on Demon Kite. Sure, that is what? Just a couple of thousand, but Dominkite isn't even firing off on all cylinders. Like, what do you even do if you get a 3-second stun?
Yeah. There's this, I don't know what it is, man, but over the course of history, when we talk about the rivalries, Demon Kite and Tlph, it just seems like Demon Kite cannot face that demon, man. I think it's his own inner demon that he faces when it's Tlph across from him.
The demon's demon. That is who Tlph is to Demon Kite. An echo of the past for Light as well. They said it, they just can't seem to take down these members. They took them down, but now they meet them again. Look at JP.
Oh, he's gonna charge up, forcing Demon Kite again. This is what JP has been doing all series long. You have to give it up to him on being able to go ahead and lead that charge. Oheb dropping down his Almond Force.
Oh my god, a third of Demon Kite's health.
Just with one shot, man.
Just
again,
one shot.
gonna take his purple. He does get it.
Wow.
Demon Kite secures that, but is this what you want to do? Because again, the Lord is coming up here now. You don't have that much space to work with. Real quick, this is the Infinix GT30 Pro. You can experience victory for every Modlon gamer. Right now, we get a look at JP. As I was saying, this man has been doing work.
Yeah.
He's a dad here. He's daddy.
Oh, we really have to start floating the idea that that man is going to be the finals MVP by the end of today if Liquid can seal it. Free Lord. Again, Aurora still cannot find an answer. They cannot crack the Team Liquid code.
At this point,
Like,
I don't know, man.
scrambling in my head. At this point, it's miracles again. It's an abyssal arrow layering, somehow Oheb getting punished. But then if Oheb goes down, you still have to think about the Hayabusa's entry with the shadow kill. You still have to think about the damage you're going to be receiving from feathered airstrikes. And at this point, the fact that there's already an Oracle, even just the belt, even though that's not a full build item just yet on the Queen's Wings for Sanford, that's okay. Because he can still fight longer engagements.
Oh my
and it goes
God.
back to what you said, Leo. Aurora do not have the time.
Wings by Sanji. He knows that this is a big ticket rotation. Popping that feathered airstrike. The stun on the Tlph. In they go, forcing a shadow out. Carl has one more shadow. He's very low. Edward taking a few hits. Glorious pathway and a stun on the JP. Successful defense in the top lane. Bottom lane up next.
so far a lot kind of thrown out there. They still got to deal with this Lord as it charges into the bottom base turret. There's an AOG.
Traceless out by Demon. Shadow kill by Carl taking out Edward. Feathered airstrike.
Oh, Light's in trouble as he falls too. DL goes in.
Salmon Force underneath this base. Liquid can smell it. The cavalry stamping through. They are at match point.
Everyone is perfect. Oheb is fired up. He knows they just need one.
Championship point. One more win. The series has been damn near perfect for Team Liquid Philippines. Aurora's gonna have to go back to the drawing board and figure something out. Let's throw it over the panel to break down our game 3.
Man, I have not, again, we've seen them all throughout the season. I've not seen Team Liquid that fired up. And in that early game, really dominated and dominoed Aurora.
I've never seen that too. And I've also never seen Aurora in this state. It's so uncharacteristic of them to get stomped like this.
They were literally stuck. They were stuck between a rock and a hard place, even though there's no rocks here.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
How can we even go back to the drawing board after all this?
The drawing board is dead. The drawing board is in shambles on the floor.
Oh my goodness, there we go again. Another MVP for JP.
Oh man, JP is going crazy.
Yo, this man. 4-0 grand finals. What the heck?
And one more game to 5, Bree.
Oh
One more
my
game to
God.
5-0.
Oh
What the heck has happened? So far, JP has really been so instrumental, making sure the control is there, despite so many possible interruptions, stunts coming in from Aurora's lineup right now.
The way he just keeps throwing out the AOG perfectly. What did he have for breakfast? Or look at that! What did he do to prepare or condition himself for this series? Because this is such an ideal roamer that we're seeing in front of us right now.
Yeah, you know what? You guys are blaming JP, blame him for this victory, because right now it does feel like he is unstoppable.
Please do, please do.
And you know what, Bree, you're right. The AOGs, they don't even need to hit.
Yep.
They're zoning enough for Tlph to do his thing.
And it's Carl TZ and JP, I believe, who have just always sought Demon Kite.
Yeah.
It's JP, it's given. JP is like it's like he's doing a man-to-man defense against Demon Kite, especially when there are objectives. It's impossible for you to not see JP actually trailing after Demon Kite or just making sure that he's never out of his sight. But when Carl TZ provides the follow-up, that's a completely different story. It will always result into not just a good zoning, but a kill. And how frustrating can that be for Demon Kite? He has barely any There was a point wherein he was 0-3 on the season Shin. And my goodness, this is another scenario of I first picked this jungler, but it's not working against Liquid.
They're getting they're single-handedly destroying the blue side win rate.
Yeah,
That's what
true.
they're doing. So what's up? Like, they are getting the cream of the crop, at least in their position. I feel like the Yi Sun-Shin would have been so good in either one of these junglers.
Yeah.
But so far, it feels like Team Liquid has been seeing these picks and saying, no, it's not good for you. We're gonna make it hell for this Yi Sun-Shin, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, I can't even think of like how Aurora are feeling after this, like 3 losses in a row where you could barely put up a fight against Liquid and the stampede that they've constantly been doing against you. And for sure you could see how badly Aurora want to try something. There was one moment, I think it was when they were trying to defend their tier 3 turret up top, that they actually committed to doing or engaging in a fight. It was started off with a Throne of Ruin from Edward, followed by all other skills thrown out by Aurora, the Glorious Pathway, and some skill shots from Demon Kite and Domin Kite and Yue. But even then, you could see it's not enough. They have means to engage, to push forward, but they don't have the capabilities to chase.
Absolutely zero.
Especially if they use their tools to already commit to the fight. Because you could use the Glorious Pathway to chase, yes, but you have to use it for the fight if you're that much behind.
And for the most part, they did use it defensively.
Yes.
And I guess they were put in a position where they had no choice, Brigida. So I would say this is exactly just using the tools in your disposal. I am seeing Team Liquid speed it up because they know that the late game was not going to come in their favor, despite our casters, our esteemed, our,
Yeah, let's say
our
esteemed.
noble casters saying that this is the most S16 draft
Yeah.
they've ever seen so far in the playoffs.
And I just gotta say, we talked about it before it got back to the panel, but since the map's randomizing, what if we get flying clouds for last map? Won't that be like a bit too much for Aurora? Like, is everything going against them today or what? But
And we were also discussing, is that going to help?
Yeah.
Again, Tlph is the MVP there. I swear his GPM would have been like 1K there if that ended a lot sooner.
If only.
He was going bananas on the Hayabusa, which again, banana. Because that kind of proves why he is definitely the assassin guy, despite being the Fred man of the season so far.
Yep.
So, I do not doubt his Hayabusa skills. Again, on par with some of the greats, or even sometimes even better than like Kyrie.
oh, is that a hot take?
It's a hot take. I would say on par. I'm not saying, you know. But either way, before we get into the whole debate, we'd like to just invite you guys, because we just recently got nominated for numerous titles during the Esports Awards.
Vote for Team Vitality for Esports Team of the Year. There's also Kirk for Esports Breakthrough Player of the Year, Team Liquid and Team Falcons for Organization of the Year.
And don't forget, Team Liquid right there is also nominated for Content Group Moonton, nominated for Esports Publisher of the Year, and Mobile Legends Bang Bang's Esports Mobile Game of the Year, and Esports Game of the Year.
That's a lot.
I said year a lot, so
Yeah.
please help us out and prove to the world that MLBB, we don't need these viewer numbers that are very high right now. By the way, we don't need them to prove anything. We want you guys to prove it for us. Go ahead and vote at the Esports Awards. Help us out and join us in the new season of MLBB Rising Open. It's an in-game mode designed to provide players a platform to engage in competitive gameplay and jump into the action here. Go ahead.
Yes, please do. There are a lot of prizes there. And I think this is a great way to reward yourself if you're a Vixana or a Guinevere main, because the Aspirants new skins are now available. So
Yeah.
participate in their Aspirants Unite themed draw event, because the first 10 times draw using diamonds is actually 50% off. And every 10 draws guarantees an epic or higher quality skin. So,
I personally use that 50% one draw per day.
really?
I got the Vixen.
Oh. I got a Vixana, but
Did it?
yeah, I kept pressing the button and I think I
you're-
lost like 7,000
Yeah.
diamonds
Because
around that.
because you're rich and we're not. We accept that
No,
we're good.
I had diamonds saved up for that.
Sure, we believe you.
Because you see how beautiful the skins were.
It really is. I got both. I already got the Gwyn. I said, you know what? I need to complete it. It's only like 105 diamonds per day. So I was happy with that. You did it with 1,050, 1,050, 1,000.
To be
Right.
fair, I got a lot more too.
Okay.
Because you get a lot in a single 10 times draw.
Do it. So many epic skins. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. Now go hang out with Amira.
All right, we are here with Miss Irish Del Rosario, Infinix Philippines Supervisor, and Mr. Willie Lloyd Cruz, Infinix Philippines Community Manager. Hello po, ma'am. Sir.
Hello.
Welcome to Philippines.
Thank you so much.
Kamusta naman? Kinakabahan ba kayo?
Medyo. Hindi mo wala yun, pero nag-enjoy kami sobra.
Yes. All right, we all know that Infinix continues to, to be known for its innovation and adaptation to technology. So what's new about this product and what inspired you to these changes?
Yes, of course. As we all know, the GT verse is expanding. And one of our products there is the GT30 Pro, which we all know is the official tournament phone of the MPL. But wait, there's more. Meron tayong perfect phone for our casual gamers.
Yes, so for our casual gamers out there, we have the GT30. So if you're a student, if you're a young professional, or just an overall fan of the game, the GT30 is for you. So kung ang GT30 Pro ang pang-competitive gamers, the GT30 is for, as they say, the madlang gamers.
Madlang gamers. Okay na ako sa isa dyan. Ma'am, sir. Charot! So, what's new about naman? May bago ba kayong ilalabas or anything in terms of news and promotions na Infinix fans can look forward to?
Yes, of course. We have a piso sale, guys. So all you have to do is go to the Infinix Philippines TikTok shop. So that's at Infinix Philippines and search Infinix MPL S16. Just type in Infini MPL for you to get a chance, a limited edition MPL Season 16 GT30 merchandise for only 1 pesos.
Yes.
1 peso and the shipping fee, right?
Just don't forget the code, which is the INFIMPL. That's INFIMPL sa ating TikTok checkout. And kunin nyo na yung mga exclusive merch na nakaabang para sa inyo.
Baka ma-down yung system kasi sa sobrang raming makakuha ng piso sale na yan.
Limited lang.
Limited.
Wow.
Yes.
And we also heard the good news that Infinix is nominated for Esports Commercial Partner of the Year. Kamusta naman? Ano naman ang feeling?
Yes, of course. Oh, definitely. We're so honored, to say the least. Thank you, guys. You know, the Esports Award is basically the Oscars of esports. So we're really, really honored, and it shows that our efforts are making an impact on aspiring esports players and supporting the community. So shout out to our loyal X-fans, our X-fan community.
Yeah, so iniimbitahan namin ang aming mga X-fans or even the MPLPH fans to support Infinix as the Esports Commercial Partner of the Year sa prestigious Esports Awards. So every vote counts, so sana supportahan nyo si Infinix.
And by the way, rumor has it that meron daw kayong kinokok na something with MPL this holiday season. Golden daw, I heard!
Yes.
Ano ba? Inspired ba yan sa ano?
Well, the Christmas season is really Filipino tradition, Almira. Infinix and MPL is really cooking something up. We're collaborating on something this Christmas season, but we can't really reveal too much. But it will be a golden holiday indeed.
Yes,
Yan
indeed.
ang naabangan ng mga super fans. So before we wrap this up, may gusto kayong sabihin once more?
Follow at Infinix Philippines in our all social media platforms. And also don't forget to join Infinix Philippines Community Group. And mag-enjoy tayo dun sa loob. Marami tayong fun giveaways. Meron tayong mga fun challenges. So see you there.
Thank you once again, Miss Irish and Mr. Willie.
Thank
We
you.
are ready for game number 4. Panel, over to you.
I kind of knew we were going to get a lot of surprises from Infinix. Obviously, the GT40 Pro has been performing so well here in the MPL Philippines Season 16. And here in the playoffs, it's no different.
Yeah, do you get to see the hand cams that get featured every now and then when we're in-game? I think my favorite hand cam was when it was showed on Zyda yesterday.
Oh yeah, the Fanny game.
'Cause we saw the Fanny hand cam when Zyda was playing it yesterday, and he had like a finger glove on his right thumb.
Oh, yeah,
And
he's
then
one of the few people who actually do that.
Yeah, and then they use 4 fingers, of course, being a pro player, and then you.
I only use 2. I'm sorry. Oh, free for the items. One for the items.
It's only 3 for me also, but Zyda's just different. He's built different. And a lot of our players here are built different.
07 in the chat for Zyda. 07. All right.
We just had to bring it up.
Had to bring that up.
Some of us are still not over what happened last night, obviously, but based on how Liquid are playing, it's looking like a very much road-deserved grand finals for them, yes.
It does feel like it. And I don't really want stuff like that to happen. I don't want to go home early, Bree.
Wait, what time is it?
It's only 7:30 p.m. At this point, we barely just started the regular season show.
Realistically speaking, not even our casters predicted us to go 4-0.
No one predicted less than 5 games.
No one!
No one predicted less than 5 games. So
I'm not sure if chat feels the same, but I'm assuming they do?
chat, Brigitte is asking you.
No, because like Aurora's top one, we already threw out all the stats, all the facts, and how they just are the team who everyone expects to be the champion.
Yeah.
In playoffs.
We also brought out all the permutations of the drafts that they can do. It's just the execution is just damn.
Yeah.
Just say damn.
Yeah.
And here's a Clearhead super fan of the day. Who is gonna be the best among 2,000 plus attendees here in Cuneta Astrodome?
Wow.
Right? Who has the
that's a
best
lot.
hair right now and will win our Clear package? Power up your dandruff-free scalp, supercharged with Clear.
I thought that was him.
Apparently they'll receive 1 month supply. 1 month supply of Clear Man. What the heck?
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
Oh, shit!
Okay, who? Oh,
damn! All right, this guy has the commercial hair. You know
this
the commercial
one,
hair?
This one looks like he styled his hair.
He styled it, yeah. It's
and then the other one has commercial hair.
This glossy look.
This
guy has commercial hair. You guys know what I'm talking about. Look at these.
Okay.
Who has the sharper jawline?
Okay, who? I wonder who the winner is.
Guys, it's 1 month supply of Clear Men.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Bring out your A game.
This is 1 month supply. Come on.
And for 1 month supply, who is it gonna be?
I think they also can't decide on who the winner is.
Yeah, I think Derek is having a hard time choosing one.
Come show us your dandruff-free scalp.
We want to see that dandruff-free scalp, bro.
I swear he styled that.
He styled it. Okay, there you go. Commercial hair wins.
Yeah, Mr. Team Liquid Jacket.
Commercial hair wins.
1 month supply
1 month
of
supply.
Clear Men. Amazing.
You'll be saving a lot of money. Congratulations. And that's it. He's the Clearhead super fan of the day.
I'm expecting to see a much more improved hairstyle from this guy in the coming months.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he's a familiar face. I think he's in the venue.
He's here a lot.
Quite often. Yeah.
He's here a lot. So congratulations, brother. And I really hope that Clear... Is there a Clear woman? I think there is. There should be. Or there will be.
Yeah.
Either way, please let us know.
And congratulations to our Clearhead Superfan of the day. Is he the last Clearhead Superfan for this season? Because like
I think he might be, especially if we end right now.
Yeah, because that was already like one of the biggest prizes.
That's a lot.
It's a 1 month supply.
Even I can't finish off that much.
Yeah, previously we just used to give out like a Piper bag. So congratulations, you are the last Clearhead Superfan for the season.
Aww.
But shout outs to all our Clearhead Superfans throughout. We've seen a lot of luscious, dandruff-free scalps and hairs. What am I saying?
You can do it, Bree. Me and chat believes in you. Let's
Okay.
go. All right, so we are at a point where it's Tlph on blue side. That is insane, honestly. We'll get side select. I've already said it is crazy because Aurora has picked blue side for like 2 games or 3, and they've lost, I think. So I don't know what that means for this specific game. Some teams will get a little bit of advantage with red two picks, but is that gonna happen here?
That's what we're about to see, because they're 5 seconds away from, I can't believe I'm saying this, but potentially the last game of tonight.
Of the whole season, and possibly for the whole year for MPL Philippines.
Oh my... Okay.
Because we're going to be waiting for M7.
Don't tell me this is Clouds, okay?
If it becomes Clouds...
Because if the randomizer's randomizing, then Aurora might not want that for this.
It is! It's flying Clouds! We got all 4 maps now.
The randomizer is randomizing a bit too much for today.
And in Flying Clouds, it's showing us an 88% win rate for Team Liquid.
I'm not sure how Aurora feels about this, but we just gotta play. Okay?
If you're a Aurora fan, you just gotta put your hands up. Spam that blue heart. Or that light blue heart.
Everything's happening so fast.
What the heck's happening here? Insta-locking here with Carl Easy on the Frederick and Dominicite back on the house.
Oh my gosh,
what is happening, Bree?
Okay, there's a name for this kind of speed in draft. I think it was
Blitz draft.
It's supposed, yeah, it's a Blitz draft, but now it's another jungler for Demon Kite. Anakai for Demon Kite. Wow.
This feels like it is going to be. I'm sorry to say this. It feels like a last-ditch attempt.
Yeah.
To really stop the Fredrin man. Stop the Fred man from overtaking this game.
You gotta have a way to be a bit more secured when it comes to objective takes. Akai definitely has one of the biggest resources that you can use to prevent easy access to either using your retribution or just contesting the objectives in general. Ooh, I'm seeing myself, hello.
Hey.
But yeah, so they take out the Farsa. Finally, it gets respected as well here. So there won't be any go-to artillery mages available for the second phase of the draft so far. But,
Is that one way they're trying to balance this out, by removing some of these mid lane picks that could disrupt the team fight?
Yeah, I think now's the time that we get to see a Kimi from Aurora, because there's a Gatot Kimi matchup potentially, and there are no ranged burst damage mages.
Yeah, no major threats to to you, so that might be an option.
And even
here.
dive, because it's just a Lapu, and at least you have like a way to quickly reposition yourself if ever you did want to, but at most it's just a Fredrin that's serving as the front. We don't know what JP's hero is yet though. So that's also one thing they might want to consider. But based on how things are going, or based on how things have been going, the Hilda also too is still available, though I might not consider that, especially in this scenario where the Akai is the jungler for Aurora. So JB maybe might pick up something else this time around.
I still am waiting for the chip from JP.
Are we? But this is an Akai Gatot Kacha though, so the AOG and the heavy spin might not make it that easy for a chip.
The combo
to
is
come
off,
through. Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, you could do the assassination 5-man gank.
Yeah, honestly, even the Matilda's still there.
And night
Yeah. Though he is putting everything on the Sicilian.
Yeah. So going back, I think available roamers out there are.
You want to be safe. Do you want to Hilda here?
Interesting thing about Hilda really is that, but they still go Hilda. Oh!
We're going Lobo.
Okay, what does Edward pick in this scenario? Edward has to have a very reliable XP laner.
We might have to go Alice or...
The Alice is there, but...
Or Terizla here.
It's the
It's Terizla. Yeah. There you go. Okay. I mean, this is so. It's like plugging a hole in the sinking ship.
I'm trying to
Pretty
digest
speechless.
everything that's happening. Because aside from the fact that this was probably the fastest draft we've ever had for the whole series, this is looking so much like Liquid's comfort.
It is. It's maximum comfort. They have not brought out the Lo Yi in a long time as well, Brigida.
And I'm not sure how I feel about the synergies of the Gatot, Akai, Terizla.
Same here. So I don't know what Aurora's thinking, but I hope that we can be surprised, or else this is going to be the last series for the day, or last game for the day. Front over there, casters. Let's go.
Championship point right now for Team Liquid Philippines, unless Aurora, with this interesting draft, to say the least, can do something about it in this game 4. Renmar, looking at the draft with your analyst hat on, man. What's going on here? This looks a little confusing.
Throwback to MSC 2025. It was the Fredrin Akai matchup that gave SRG the only win that they got against Team Liquid Philippines in the grand finals then. Let's see if it is actually a panda-sized hole that is the problem of Aurora, and it's enough with an Akai to plug it. They have their Harris, they have their Sicilian, back to comforts. Edward needs to be on point with his entries alongside Light on the Gatot Gacha.
There's a big problem about that, Renmar. This is not MSC 2025. We are thousands of miles away from Riyadh, almost 6 months removed from a said event. And even if, guess who won that damn big tournament?
Well, we all know who that was. And it's crazy to think that, again, for how many times have we seen the gold lane change in the season, and especially here in the playoffs, and all we've seen today is Granger and Harith.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to these two gold laners, those are the top picks for both of them. The most synonymous with their MPL Philippines Season 16 versions. Lots of tough boots across the board because of all the crowd control that both lineups had. Lo Yi has had a terrible MPL Philippines Season 16. That is the one thing that Aurora is banking on. One of the few things that they can bank on here, and that Liquid need to change their narrative around that hero. Let's see once we are in the turtle fights, if the heavy spin is enough to mess up with Carl Tizzi's retreat game.
Oh, JP pressing load game on all of the previous wins that he had in this best of 7, just on Light's face. Yue too getting managed. Turtle down to a 1/5 of its health. Heavy spin by Demon Kite, pinning down 40. Oh. Sanji takes down the smiling demon as Carl takes the turtle. Sanford falls. Traded out for once more. Double kill for the chef.
Not the start you want to have. Could have been significantly cleaner. Aurora are gonna regret fighting that first turtle like that. But Aurora are still in this. Domikai's been controlling Oheb in lane. Sanji's appearance here is one of the few times that Domikai's been able to show up. But now with Oheb, with a level gap, able to balance things out towards his favor.
And this is the thing here too, JP, someone's got to control JP from Aurora, man. He's been having a hell of a time, probably one of his best series so far in his career against Aurora, game to game to game to game, and it's causing too much havoc on Demon Kite to even have this kind of jungler that we're used to seeing for Demon Kite.
Yeah, it was Sanford who was able to get this. Oh, AOG, oh, Light misses.
That's it. Oheb flickers out, Sanji too. Close call, but Liquid will do anything to be able to keep this 1,000 gold lead.
I'm seeing a lot of desperation from Aurora from the first 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Look, JP and Sanford, they're not letting this guy farm comfortably at all. This has been the toughest series Demon Kite has ever played all season long.
That's what I said. I think maybe what they found out, one of the weak points here for Aurora to deal with that dominant gameplay we've seen all season from them is to put unbelievable pressure on Demon Kite. Again, throughout the series, he has not been able to position himself to even contest the objectives the way that he wants, or the way we're used to seeing Demon Kite.
God, Light got JP on him and Carl Tizzi. He goes down. Kite takes a nap.
Massive disconnect. I was surprised that it was that bush that Light was holding at that point. Just hold lower bottom mid. Or in his perspective, it's upper mid.
Oh. Brave Spider by 40, delaying Edward the retreat. I think he wanted to respond somewhere. Oh no, it's Sand right on Edward. They send themselves down bottom, rotating towards the turtle. Big fight already. Salmon Force dropped by Dome and Kite. Liquid pushes them out of that favorable position as Liquid takes 2 for 2.
A good use of the diversion to come help secure that second turtle. But now look at this, they're gonna put pressure on the purple.
Red Death Purple right in DK's face. Carl TZ is a menace.
He did not commit the turtle. He slowly used his abilities and basic attacks to take it down. Walked up, retribution away. And now the clock is starting to strike midnight, getting closer and closer to the story of Aurora ending with heartbreak.
Edward gets hit with an Appraiser's Wrath, survives with about 10 HP, forcing Light to revitalize.
Aurora's in that position now where, oh, hold on, Domakai should be okay, but and JP again just being a nuisance all over the place. Aurora's in the position where they have to support Demon Kite or at least find a win somewhere else.
Joseph, do you hear how ridiculous that sounds?
It does.
Support the Akai?
He needs help.
He needs so much more help. Aurora hasn't changed their game plan all series long. Instead of focusing on making sure that Demon Kite is comfortable, Demon Kite can get farmed, that the center of the map is good, they've been changing their focuses, putting a lot more focus on the Demon Kite, not putting enough focus onto Edward as well, and Demon Kite is suffering.
I mean, look at this. They're centered around Demon Kite right now, too, as he falls further behind. Carl TZ, diversion trip to the mid lane. Again, what can Aurora do from this point? Who do they go for? Who do they bank on? Is it just Doming kind of the Hereth?
Light intercepting on Carl. Sanford taps on Demon Kite, forcing that defensive heavy spin. Bravest Fighter already keeping back the Apex Predator. Oh no, Demon Kite's not gonna taste his purple once more.
They're moving way too fast. Purple still goes to Carl TZ. Every angle, every entry point blocked off. Every member man-to-man zoned.
Oh, onto the turret, in between it they go. Light's gonna be in trouble again, he's so low!
Carl TZ with the Appraiser's Wrath, 7-4 dropped by Doming Kite. The flicker from Sanji, backing out, push in mid, tier 1 down.
JP sees the low health bar on Doming Kite, and he's like, you know what? Nah, I won't risk it yet. We don't have that 6-7K gold lead we usually have.
6-7. You know what else is funny? The fact that JP stood there and showed him, yeah, I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah.
That must be some mental damage dealt to Doming Kite's game.
From the walkouts to what they're doing during the game, from walking out from the playing area to back to their huddle areas, it seems like that's been the story. Liquid have just been living rent-free in Aurora's heads. Aurora have not played their game all series long. Aurora have looked uncomfortable all series long. And now Liquid, it's their series to lose, their game to lose. Glowing Wand locked in for the Sicilian, but still, the lead is too far.
This makes sense because a lot of us forgot throughout season 16, this is their house. This is where Stallions live and run free. They are the defending champions, and they are bullying Aurora since game 1. Heavy spin, they isolate the GOAT. Carl TZ sent underneath, tier 3 down bottom. That's a kill for Aurora.
There we go, that's something Aurora needed.
Right with an AOG. Intercepted by JP and Sanji. They lay down a smackdown on the Light. Bravest Fighter onto that Gakakacha. They take him down, serving up a kill to Oheb.
All part of the plan, I guess, for TLPH. Maybe Carl TZ wasn't supposed to be heavy spun into a turret, but TL still gets something, and it's still on the purple.
They don't even have the retribution. They just have the man advantage, and they still get it. And it's on the Granger of all people.
Kill 1 is a different beast. The day he woke up, and he chose to be greater than ever. He chose to show the world, hey, I am the M3 MVP. I am a 3-time champion. Now he's looking to be a 4-time champion.
This has to be heartbreaking for the Auroras. It was Aurora that had the most clear, coded intention of the season. champions. That's it. No looking towards M7. Just get the championship. Finally win that chip for the org. They missed out on it in 14. Didn't even make it to the grand finals in 15. But now they are on the brink of just getting trampled by the hooves of Liquid.
Juxtaposed to Liquid, who clearly said in their post-match interview last night, we're looking at M7. What is this? Another day in the office?
I think it is just another day here for Team Liquid, as it's another objective that's going to be going in the hands of Tlph. Aurora isn't even close to this. They're huddled around the Tier 2 turret, trying to think of a plan on how to get this game under control.
Joseph, is this a turquoise ube? They're really just stuck together.
They're stuck, man. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Aurora, I think even for themselves, if the Stampede, for some reason, has just completely whiplashed them throughout this series, 4 games in a row.
And leading the charge is JP. Oh, diversion.
Oh, they're all in there! They made out a heavy spin from Demon Kite, who was just doing this darkness to get his own purple, and he gets denied again.
This is not a series at all for Demon Kite. Can't even touch his buffs. They have to watch the Tier 2 turret fall. That Lord making its way down the bottom. Aurora needs so much more time to make this composition shine, and it's just not happening here.
In a season where the defending world champions, Onyx Philippines, admitted they've forgotten who they are, Liquid are reminding the world who the hell they are right now. Closer and closer to immortality yet again.
Edward gets defended down bottom. In comes Edward. Light with the intercept to the back line. Salmon Force dropped in. Light falls. Oheb gets another one. Stacks. Oheb goes down. Ewan gets a kill. Edward barely alive. Tlph goes down. Massive trade. Big win for Aurora. 2 for 1. Sanji gonna bite it 2. Make it 3.
A big trade for Aurora. They lost the base turret, but Team Liquid has done this time and time again. That first Lord 5K ahead, they go into the base anyway.
Now that was Aurora's fault. That was Edward and Light with the link up, the flank, the gank, the set, and Demon Kite getting the heavy spin to make sure that they can even get a kill onto Sanji. Now we've got ourselves a game. This is now within Light's reach.
Let's take a look at the replay, exactly what happened. Again, Edward jumps in, Light comes from the back. They do get overloaded with damage, but they force it all this under the turret. So even when Carl goes down, Edward gets away with a sliver of health.
Joseph, that is the magic keywords, under the turret.
Under the turret. So, it's happened many times.
So that means that wouldn't have happened elsewhere on the map.
Yeah.
Aurora has to take their lucky stars. Liquid were willing to overcommit.
You asked if this is a turquoise-coded Ube. One of the greatest strengths of Ube back in the heyday was making comebacks through moments like these. Being able to come back just when you thought they'd lose one sequence or turn it around, there is still a significant lead that they have to chip away at. Tlph with the Athena Shield, Dominance Ice, didn't full build into the anti-Karaz, but Oheb still has a significant lead over Demon Kite. Good thing for them is now, though, it's 12 minutes in, then yeah, they already have the Holy Crystal on the Harith and a Divine Glaive as well for the Sicilian. So this is within comeback reach, and Liquid cannot overheat.
They can't overheat. Aurora, how are they even in a position to want to contest this?
For the first time in 12 minutes, yes. They're trying.
JP.
What a dance. JP taking that flank. Aurora have eyes on him. I'm pretty sure someone saw. JP comes in. Eyes on UF, forcing that Bass face. Lord at a tenth of its health. Tlph trying to keep it up. And then AOG on Light. Lord still standing. Demon Kite secures after a heavy spin tango. And Tlph goes down. Demon Kite finds him. Demon Kite falls. 1 for 1 trade.
He's gone. The diversion's going to be used.
They get spotted.
To get out of there, they have to get out, but Demon Kite got the Lord, they go back.
Salmon Force by Demon Kite, pushing Oheb out. Now the next target, gonna be Sporty. The Apex Predator gets 3. In comes Oheb. Daddy JP to the rescue.
The Edward's gonna miss. And Oheb's still firing off the back.
JP finds Demon Kite. Edward gets taken out by his former brother Oheb. Now it's just you and Light left.
What are they gonna do? They have to deal with the Lord here. Light and UA will be able to clear out the minions, so it's going to be just that. Lord buys them time for Aurora to stay in the game.
This is the most exciting the series has been all grand finals long. Liquid do not have the iron grip as they did Aurora finding clapbacks. The heavy spin, perfect. Demon Kite getting the retry, but it was Liquid with the counter punish yet again. They can't afford to do that because of the lead. And who was it that showed up right at the nick of time to turn things around? It was the Hilda running up to Aurora, but Aurora are still in this, and Liquid must not rest on their laurels and their lead.
So 2 warning shots now
Yep.
to the Cavalry. Hey, you slipped up once inside the base. Even outside the base, Aurora can clap back. I'm looking at Daddy JP's items. He's got to build that bolt, man.
He's got to get the ball, do a little damage. The Blade of Hepsies might be able to help him do that, but
Finish the job. I think that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
If Dominic died earlier,
Yep.
then maybe the exchange would have been better for Liquid.
it might have been.
Yeah, he was single-handedly zoning out Yue again,
Yeah.
which is why it felt like a long time for, we were wondering, where the hell's the Sicilian? Where's all the effects of the Sicilian spells? And it didn't happen up until JP finally showed up, and then Yue could finally join in.
At this point, though, Aurora has accomplished one thing, that's time. Again, we talked about this when the Sicilian was picked up earlier on by Yue, and that's what he needs to get the stacks.
They bought time.
They did buy time, and he just got a clock of destiny for more time. So now at this point, Aurora is in an actual position of contention for the next Lord. That's really what the focus is going to be here.
Yep.
Unless Tlph, mind you, we haven't seen the Loyi pop up too much, but now that you have that, you can play at a macro level, and they're still going to put pressure on the purple buff of Demon Kite. But he will go ahead, and it looks like he doesn't get it.
Yep.
He hasn't had majority of his buffs, but I'll tell you what, the last fight for the Lord is why we saw what an Akai can bring to these objectives. If the team is able to capitalize on that and Demon Kite can get that space with a heavy spin, he can secure it. And every Lord that's secured from this point is a big win for Aurora.
Aurora has had immaculate minion wave control all season long, and they have to keep that up. The lack of the turret in the bottom lane, the lack of good health on the turret in the mid lane, and they're up against Liquid Slow Yi, Sanji Slow Yi. How heartbreaking would it be if, despite everything that they've done in this game, it's the signature Liquid backdoor?
Oh man, Demon Kite taking a ton of damage, already at half health.
I'm looking at Dominic. He flushes Daddy JP out, and that is a huge threat. Maybe even worse than a split push.
JP goes mid, bottom. He wants to go ahead and push that turret in so that Yue has to respond.
Yeah. He's just hitting the siege minion. He's not full clearing it, allowing the minions to slowly finish the job so he can rejoin.
Uh-oh.
Half health on this Lord here. Demon Kite, he's going to have to make a play.
Sanford on him. Oheb comes in close. Bravest Spider coming in. Demon Kite still secures the Lord. Is that one forced? By Dominic Kite. That's not a fight that they want to take. AOG light out of here. Now the base going to be up next. Oh my God. The Golden Road beckons. Stampede complete. The Cavalry goes back to back.
What a play! Team Liquid Philippines are your FPL Season 16 champions!
Doubts answered with an undeniable reality that crushes the brightest of dreams. Team Liquid are better than you. Team Liquid are on the Golden Stampede. Team Liquid are undisputed.
It runs in their blood. They've done this over and over again. From Jakarta to Malaysia to Cambodia, a backdoor win by Liquid.
I posed the possibility. I didn't expect it would actually happen. I already said it leading up to that Lord.
I said as well, the Loyi is a macro play. And they just brought the Cavalry down there. We talked about managing that wave. And they used it to their advantage to win the championship.
The story continues for Aurora. Tonight ends in heartbreak and tears. All the hard work that they did in the regular season. Reminding them whose house this is. This is Liquid's.
Again, it's been amazing to be with you guys joining around the world. Season 16 has been a treat. It's been us, the Wee Bear Bros, me, Leo, and Renmar to bring you the action. Let's throw it over on stage to hear for our winners.
days of the playoffs, we now have our MPL Philippines Season 16 champions.
Get ready to lift your trophy you've earned.
What a moment. An opportunity for them to complete the golden road, and they have what it takes to continue it yet again. Making something happen, moments for them, and now I think it is time.
I think they're ready this time. Get ready to lift the trophy you've earned.
In 3, 2, 1.
Lahat ng pagod at sakripisyo para makuha ang pangarap. A well-deserved trophy and your symbol of immortality. To present more of the awards, we welcome on stage